everybody, welcome to another episode of Capes, Cows, and Close Calls. My name is Nick. With me always is my co-host, Sean, the Irishman King.
What's up, everybody?
What's going on, man?
How's it going?
Good, man. How you feeling?
Doing good. Right off the bat, before I forget, thanks for joining us. Another episode. Please interact with it any way you can. You can hit the link tree, you can comment, give us a review. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, all that stuff, man. Send us an email. Let us know what you want to hear about, what you want to hear us talk about, any topic ideas, episode ideas you may have. Let us know.
I like some constructive criticism.
True. Let us know if we suck.
Let us know what we could do better. Don't just say I suck. Give me reasons A, B, and C why you're bad, and I can improve upon it.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, if you tell us we suck, at least tell us why we suck.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be horrible.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear just you suck.
Yeah, true. I get that, for sure. Nothing much, man. Nothing much.
All right.
How
Hey,
was-
you got a question?
I was going to ask you, how was Mexico? You were gone for a week.
I was gone for a week. Mexico it was good, man.
Yeah?
Well, there's not a whole lot of story there.
It's fair.
I went on a dive.
Okay.
Which is cool. As you know,
you've been scuba diving.
So I'm certified.
What does that mean in scuba diving? Does that mean like you can go by yourself?
I can go with like a buddy system.
Okay. But you don't need like someone there to escort you or
technically
you or
no.
Okay.
I've never done one without some type of like guide taking us like around, but I could just go.
I got you.
But only myself and Aaron are certified. The rest of the group wasn't. So we did a discovery dive, which is meant for like new people to see if they like it. So basically your instructor stays with you the whole time, and they basically make all the choices in terms of your best, like, you know, having to go down or up for you. So you just kind of kick around, and they're going to keep you safe.
Okay. When you're certified, do you get like a license or something? Like, how do you prove that you're certified? You have a card.
Yeah.
What does it say on the card?
It's Patty certified.
It says what certified?
Patty, which is the name of the certificate.
Interesting.
Let's not show it to the camera.
Is this a fancy looking car?
That's it.
Crazy. I mean,
I was just in Mexico, which is why I have it.
They don't need to
have
see
it
that.
on me.
That's it.
Yeah.
Patty certified. Look at that, man.
Yeah. Well,
crazy. All right.
So yeah, man, we went. You know, Andrea is afraid of the water.
In what way? Doesn't she like swimming?
She likes being at swimming locations. Excited to go to a pool, go to the beach. As she went to the beach today. But she's not. She gets nervous. She won't go deep.
Okay.
She's definitely not going to go in a position where she's going to tread water, and she really doesn't want it getting like really above. I'm going to say above her shoulder. She's starting to get uncomfortable.
But she knows how to swim, though, right?
No. Wait, I mean, I've been slowly trying to teach her.
I thought she knew how to swim.
No.
Didn't you guys both jump in a lake at 7 a.m.?
Yes.
And she didn't know how to swim?
She can swim in the way that you can.
What does that mean?
Like, you're not going to die.
Right, but you're not jumping in the ocean?
I mean, she's jumping in the ocean. You wouldn't jump into the water? If the water was warm and it wasn't at like 6 or 7 or whatever time it was when I did it, would you not have jumped into the water?
Depends on how deep it is.
You can't touch the bottom.
Is it deep enough, though, that I can hit the bottom and make my way back up?
I'm going to say it's not. I haven't tried over there.
That's my limit.
You have a pool noodle.
Okay.
Does that change it for you?
Not necessarily. Pool noodle's not substantial enough. I need something more substantial than a pool noodle.
We get you a full-on rubber ducky style floaty.
Okay, then yeah.
You hop in.
See,
pool noodle ain't gonna do it for you.
No, because my limit is right. So like, let's say I'm diving into a pool. If I know the pool, the depth is like 10 feet, I can handle 10 feet because I'm almost 6 feet, right?
So you only got to go down 4.
Right. Just standing. It's only 4 feet between the top of my head and the top of the water, right? 10 feet is like high enough where I can dive in. I'm heavy enough to hit the bottom and be able to kick myself back up from the floor.
Interesting. Okay.
But if it's deeper where I can't hit the
You're
bottom,
doing no
and
12
kick back
foots.
up- yeah, no.
12 is your limit. 'Cause a
12?
lot of pools at 12 when you got the diving board. You're going 12 feet down.
Yeah, no. I feel like I can maybe do 12, but anything more than 12.
Have
I'm
you
not
done a
going.
diving board?
No, I've never jumped off a diving board.
Interesting.
Well, I got to be able to hit the
I'm gonna
bottom
get you
and
to-
make my way back up.
We're gonna revisit this, and I'm gonna get you in the pool. We're gonna get you past these things so you can jump. I want you to. My goal in life now, Nick, is for you to jump into a waterfall.
I mean, I love that.
We're gonna make it
I
happen.
learn how to swim so badly. I
tried to teach you once.
I know.
I think we needed a deeper pool.
We did need a deeper pool. Yeah, it was just because it was like what was your pool, like 4 feet?
Yeah, something like that. It was
Yeah.
very, very
Yeah,
shallow.
I needed
Gotta,
something.
my mom's short, you know.
That's fair.
Couldn't have a super deep
Because
pool.
the trickiest thing for me is treading water.
Right.
I don't know how to tread water. For some reason, I just can't fucking relax enough to float.
Yeah, we're gonna revisit this. I'm gonna teach you how to tread water. I'm gonna teach you how to float.
I mean, that's fair. That's all I need. Once I learn how to do that, I'm good. I'm golden.
So the thing about scuba diving, right, is the goal is to go down.
Right.
So you don't gotta worry about that. What a lot of people don't realize is you put weights on to help you sink,
Okay.
and your vest is hooked up to your tank, and you have a button to put air into your vest to basically make you rise, but also to get you to like stay level. Because you shouldn't, when you're scuba diving, you shouldn't be falling all the time. You shouldn't be going up. You should be able to just like be and kick forward.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's basically where like I had to do it myself because I'm certified, and the instructor was doing that for everybody else.
Gotcha.
Bless you. So yeah, man, we went. Of the group of new people, Andrea was the only person that saw the whole thing through.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm
right.
proud of her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's 2 dives. So
Okay.
we did a full tank. We came back up. We did a second full tank.
Fuck.
Bless you. Is it the cat?
I don't think so. Something just irritated my nose just momentarily.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
allergic to cats that I know of.
I don't know.
think
When
I
people
am.
are sneezing here, I'm always wondering if it's the cat.
I guess I'm not around cats very frequently,
Yeah.
other than when I'm here.
And you do sneeze often when you come over.
Do I?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I got in the habit of vacuuming for you on the off chance.
Well, I appreciate that, man. Look at you.
I want people to be comfortable when they come over.
You're a thoughtful friend, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Cool.
But yeah, man, other than that, like the trip was cool. It was we were I told you this off the air, but on the air, I guess we went to Isla Mujeres, which is the island off of Cancun. So I revisited an island. I stayed there a week.
You love you an island.
This island you get around via golf cart. So we were in all golf carts driving around. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it was just a week off is always nice.
That's true.
I wish that we always we have it's a good story, good time. It's somewhere in between. I don't got a good
somewhere in the
story. It was a fine time.
Yeah, yeah.
It's somewhere nothing really interesting to talk about.
That's fair.
Ah.
So I mean, some trips are just like that, though.
Yeah.
They're just not. I don't want to say flat because I feel like flat sounds negative, but you're just coasting, right? You're just coasting through.
Yep.
You're just going with the flow.
Wow.
Going where the wind takes
Last night had
Shut
a
up.
beautiful sunset.
Nice.
Gorgeous.
Nice.
We visited a part of the island that had a temple for a goddess of fertility.
Yeah.
So that was a thing that we did.
I love it. That was a thing.
It had beautiful lookouts.
What's the purpose of this? Is this goddess supposed to help you become more fertile?
If you're to give it an offering,
Does the offering
supposed
have to
help.
be your child?
No, it's supposed to help you gain a child.
Oh, okay. So you don't have to give one to get one.
Why would you just go?
It's not like
It's
an
not a give.
exchange.
You know what? I want to exchange this child. Cries a lot. I want to.
I'm gonna get this one. Give me another
Give me a
one.
new one. I'm gonna try again. Yeah, we left a banana.
Okay. Any particular reason why? Is it
Well, we wanted something biodegradable.
okay?
So this is just littering.
Okay.
We had a banana. So now,
So it's
without trying to have a child.
there was no innuendo there. There was just
No.
You just happen to have the banana on.
You know the joke I kept making? Well, we knew we were going and we needed an offering, so we took the banana from the Airbnb we had.
No eggplants laying around. Just,
No eggplants. nor peaches.
Went with-
We
So
went
with
with
the
a banana.
All right, that's fair.
The joke I made, which is slightly inappropriate, I was like, can you imagine if, because we left it, but then there's like a little trail kind of thing. You basically walk along the coast and you go down and they have like a cave. You can go down to the cave area. And I was like, can you imagine if we saw a child now walking, eating that banana?
That would be hilarious.
In my head, I was like, that's our child now. We would have to kidnap.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't walk out
The
of that
guys
eating
would
a
have been
banana.
like, here you go. This is what you wanted.
Oh, there he is. We're
There
just
he
straight up kidnapping.
Yes, this is our child now. That's hilarious.
Let me ask you a question out of left field. There's nothing to do with what we're talking about now.
Okay. I was going to ask you a question that did have something to do with what
Oh,
we're
well, keep it
talking
going then.
about. I was just going to ask you, because you've been to a few islands now.
Yes.
You love you an island.
I'm a sucker for a good island.
If you could own an island, would you?
How rich am I?
I mean, you're rich enough to buy a fucking island.
This is the thing. If I
Be
could...
maintaining the island, I think, would be...
What?
I said it'd be maintaining the island, I think, would be the bigger thing. But, yeah, if you could own an island, would you own an island?
Like you're saying, like, I got that rich and I'm not actively choosing to purchase an island?
Correct.
Probably not.
Why not?
Because I think I would rather live it up on an established island.
So you don't want to build your own island. I mean, like, you wouldn't build the island, but I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, build it up. Like, put a house on it, a pool, all that. Like, you're just...
I just recently rewatched Glass Onion, the Knives Out story.
Oh, yeah.
So that takes place on that dude's island.
Okay.
If you're saying it's like that, it's tempting.
I don't know what it looks like. What was it like?
There's a huge mansion with workers that are doing all the shit for you and big pools.
If you can afford an island, you can probably afford that. So, yeah, let's say that.
But imagine it's like the island you would win from Mr. Beast.
You wouldn't want that
I
island?
don't think I want that island.
Okay. Why
How am I eating on that island?
I don't know, man.
Just bringing food with me?
Yeah. Getting it ferried in.
Or, let's say I was
Flown in, maybe.
let's say I was to take you to Grenada.
Okay.
This is what you and I, with significantly less money, will be able to accomplish. We can get a really nice place where we still have we'll stay at a resort. So we'll still have like somebody cleaning our room. We still have all our food there. Still eating great. But now we have options. You want to go to a restaurant? I'll take you to 5 great restaurants right now.
Okay.
I don't got that on my own island. How great are the beaches? I don't know. I probably only have one solid beach, and the other ones are probably super fucking rocky. I take you to Grenada. No matter where I take you on that island, we walk to the coast, that beach is fucking nice. Let's say I want to do a little hiking.
If you're buying your own island, though.
Hiking. Let me finish this
you
one.
Plan this out.
There's mountains. I can take you to a view that would make your jaw drop. I'm not going to have that on my island.
How you know?
We're talking about jumping into a waterfall. I'll take you to 5. Right there. That you can jump into.
5 waterfalls on deck right now.
Yeah. I'm not going to get that if I purchase an island.
Why wouldn't you, though?
I think I'd rather have a house on like a coast
Than having
than to have my own. It's I got to get a fucking big ass yacht to take me to it. And then all of a sudden, you know what really gets in your head when you're on an island?
What's that?
What if you get sick?
I mean, yeah, I can see that. Where's the nearest hospital?
I can't get to a hospital easily.
Yeah. I think man, I am sneezing a lot. There you go.
Bless you. Bless you.
I'm going to be really tempted to edit that part out, but I feel like I'm not going to.
Don't. Leave it in. It's real.
But I'm going to be real tempted to. I'm going to be looking at it and be like, oh, that's just me sneezing. I don't even know how I look on camera sneezing.
Man, you got some. You know, if you sneeze, you can't do it more than 7 times in a row.
Okay, why?
Because your heart stops every time you sneeze.
So if my heart stops,
You can't be
8th
stopped
time, I just...
for 7 seconds.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. don't fact check me.
Let me fucking look that up.
Something I heard as a kid, and I've continued to believe into adulthood.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't even think that's true. I don't even think your heart actually stops when you sneeze. I
No?
feel like that's made up. But it is one of those things you're told as a kid, and you just carry that.
You
shit
carry it. You never look it up for
whole
yourself.
life. You don't. You really don't. You just roll with it. You're just like. There's been a couple times I put my hand on my chest.
Oh no!
And right before I sneeze, and I'm like, wait, did I feel it? Did I feel it? Dude, I don't know. All right, what was your question though?
Have you ever been in a situation where your significant other, and we'll say any of your significant others in the past,
Okay.
where the man in the family has tried to intimidate you?
Yes, numerous times.
I want to hear the stories. It's never, you believe it? It's never happened to me.
Really?
I've never once had anybody try to intimidate
I've
me.
not only had, I've had it from different levels of men. Like, funny enough, it's actually never been the father who's done it, which I feel like is the one you would assume.
That's the
who would do it.
stereotypical one.
I've had cousins. I've had uncles. I've had best friends of the father try to do it.
Interesting.
And I'm just like, you're not even actually fucking related to her. Shut the fuck up.
Were any of them Talia? Or these past?
No, actually, funny enough, no man in Talia's family has tried to intimidate me.
Okay.
And maybe it was just because I was 24 when we met, so it was like, at that point, maybe they're just like, yeah, we're not, like, it's just, because I was also of the mindset of like, I'm a grown ass man, like, you're not gonna scare me, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna let another grown man scare me. Like, I'm fucking grown. Like, leave me alone. But yeah, in my previous relationships, oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
One happened.
Any fun stories in it or no?
I don't know if they're necessarily fun. They're just like I had one time. This was like a girl I did in high school for a little bit, and I went to one of her family parties, and like one of her cousins like pulled me and her like into this room, and he was just like, "So you like my cousin?" Yeah. Like, so. Okay.
You should be like, nah.
Like, yeah, like, what the fuck?
I just heard there was good food here.
You know what's funny? Funny enough, I won't say anything, but he was actually kind of creepy about it too, and not even towards me, actually towards her. And then he like puts his arm around her and he like kisses her on the forehead, and he's like, "She's beautiful, isn't she?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, that's why I'm fucking here." Like, what do you mean? You know? Yeah. He's like, "Well, just, make sure you treat her right." Okay, all right, dude. I don't know what you want. Like, this is weird. You're making this weird, and not like weird to me. Like, I feel like she's uncomfortable. If anything, I should be trying to intimidate your punk ass because you're making her feel uncomfortable. So that was like stupid. And then there was one, and this was after I was dating this person for a while, bro, a while. And I met this guy, and this is what I was saying. It was her father's like best friend.
Okay.
So they like known each other forever. He had been around basically since she was a kid. So like, I guess he considered her like a daughter or a niece.
I mean, Joey to me.
Yeah, right? Like a niece or whatever. And I meet this dude for the first time, and this is after like we had been dating for like 6 years or some shit. Like
6 years.
Yeah. So I've never met this dude.
This is ridiculous. 6 years
Right?
is too long
And he's like,
for this to happen.
And I'm being nice. I'm like, "Hey man, nice to meet you. My name's Nick. Nice to meet you." He doesn't even shake my hand. He doesn't want to shake my hand. He goes to another guy who's also like in their friend group, and he's like, "You know this guy?" And this other guy, I had met him numerous times, so he already knew me. And I was like, "I mean, yeah, I know him. Like, what's up, man?" I said, "What's up?" to him. Like, I know him on a first name basis at this point. And he's like, "You okay with this?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, he's cool." And dude like refused to shake my hand at first, so I'm just sitting here holding my hand out like, "Nice to fucking meet you, bro." And then he's just like, yeah, bro, it was so annoying. I was just like, okay, all right.
Did he ever shake your hand? Did he ever warm up to you, or was he just
No, he was just a piece of shit the whole time.
The whole time. Something wrong with that guy.
And after that, I was just like, I have no interest in ever like
I wouldn't
even
either.
communicating
Yeah.
with you ever again. Like, get the fuck out of my face. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm grown. Like, I've been with her for like 6 years now. Like, you haven't even known about it. So clearly, your relationship isn't even that great with her for you to be fucking acting like this if you don't know that she's been in a serious relationship. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, what are you talking about? What's crazy is I met this dude at her grandmother's funeral.
And that's how he's acting. That's crazy.
Like, bro, this shit ain't even about this. Like, fuck are you talking about? Like, this, I'm here for something completely different. Like, get out of here. So yeah, that one was like, I guess it's it's not funny like that looking back on it, but it's like it's just a ridiculous.
It's a ridiculous
story.
situation.
Like,
yeah.
What are you saying to me, man? Like,
Hi.
So that one was goofy.
Do you think you will intimidate Joey's?
100%.
So you're like excited for it.
I can't fucking wait. I can't wait. It's gonna be me, bro. I have 2 brothers, bro. We're all a year apart. It's gonna be the 3 of us. The first time she's talking about she's rolling up with some boy, oh, you best believe the 3 of us will be at that door. Who the fuck are you? Oh, I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. I'm not gonna be one of those dads who's like constantly on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, once I get a feel for him, I'll leave him alone. But you best believe first impressions. Oh, you better come with your fucking A game, big dog, or else you can get out of here. Yeah, I can't wait. I also am not looking forward to it whatsoever. But you know,
I mean, you got some time.
I got some time, man. I got some fucking time. Let's not jump ahead.
Hey, it's not tomorrow. You know what I mean? You got a minute.
Whew. It's gonna feel like it though. That shit's gonna roll around before you. I'm gonna be calling you too. I'm gonna be like, Sean, listen, man. It's talking about a fucking boyfriend, bro. Shit don't make no goddamn sense. I need you to bring that fighting Irish spirit on over here.
I'm going to a family party for Dia Saturday.
Okay.
Full of people, majority of which I do not know.
No? Okay.
No. So it's like a
Where's
family.
the party at?
It's
most of our families in Romania, right?
Yeah. So this is like not blood related family.
Okay.
And so like the core people I've met.
Okay.
Because they've come to events that Dia and Anna have hosted. So I've met them on home turf.
Okay.
But now I'm going to their turf.
Yeah.
And what I've heard is there's 2 uncles that are Chicago police officers
Of course.
that try to be intimidating.
Of course.
Nick, I'm so excited. I have been thinking about it all week.
Yeah.
I hope they try to intimidate me because I don't think it can happen, and I don't think they're ready for the Irish to come out of me.
That's funny.
I feel like they're gonna intimidate, try to do anything. The first thing,
give me your strategy. What's your
my first thing, I'm gonna go straight for a forehead kiss, and then
what?
I'm gonna call them adorable.
What?
This is my strategy. You're so adorable.
What?
Tell me you're going to be intimidating after that. I've totally taken all of it away from you.
What are you talking about right now?
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
What are you talking about? You kiss him on the forehead?
Imagine you're trying to intimidate somebody. They call you adorable, kiss you on the forehead.
Bro. Can I come to this party? I want to be there. There's no way. You can't have seriously possibly. You can't. There's no way you're seriously considering.
I am considering
a grown man on the forehead.
I'm definitely going to do
On
it.
the forehead?
On the forehead.
What if he's taller than
Would you prefer the forehead or the cheek?
I feel like the cheek at least would be like more accessible. It would feel
It's more intimate though.
a little bit, but the forehead. The forehead can send so many mixed signals though. Cause like you gotta think, there's cultures where men will kiss each other on the cheek.
Right. That's why I'm going for the forehead because I don't want to be
Nobody's
confused.
No, I'm saying there's cultures of men who kiss each other on the cheek and it's not like gay or anything.
Right.
They just do it.
Yeah.
So you're like, nah, fuck that. You're adorable.
Yep. That's exactly how you deliver that line.
I can't believe
Can you imagine? Imagine you're trying to intimidate somebody. They called you adorable and kissed you on the forehead.
What's your real strategy?
This is my strategy.
There's no way.
Listen, you can't out ridiculous me. You can't. I'm gonna do some ridiculous shit. I also really like the line, and I'll admit I'm stealing this from David.
Okay.
But the joke comes up all the time is, don't try to intimidate me with a good time.
Oh yeah.
Right?
That's a good one.
So anything they say, don't try to intimidate with a good time. Wink. I'm gonna diffuse the whole thing.
The whole thing is done.
Yep.
Try to scare me with a good time. Hoink.
You know what?
What's wrong with you?
Honestly, it's a favor because we're going for a high school graduation for a girl.
Okay.
And if I do this, I'm thinking in my head, they're going to stop trying to intimidate people. So when dudes are coming for this girl in the future, I've just done everybody a favor.
That's hilarious. That's absolutely...
It's also because, I'm a 33-year-old man. You can't intimidate me.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
That's what's crazy too, right? Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You're a police. You're gonna show me your guns, dude? I've seen a fucking gun. Like,
bro, my brother.
at this point, I just be like, either shoot me or put it away. Cause like, what are we doing here? I'm supposed to be afraid because you pulled your gun out. I've seen a gun. I've held a gun. I've shot a gun. Like, what are you saying?
And that's what you do. That's a cute gun.
That's cute. Like, you gonna bedazzle it? Like, what are we? I don't understand. What you doing? It's the cutest Glock I've ever seen. Shut up. You want to see my gun collection? Yeah, I do actually. What you got? Dude? See, like, I would do some shit like that. I would just
take general interest.
Everything. You know what I mean? Because they'll do like, you want to see my gun collection? Yeah, man. What you got? Let me see. I learn about all different rifles and calibers and all types of shit. Bro, I'd be in there talking shop. I'd be picking bitches up and be doing it myself. They'd be like, look at this bad boy. I'd be like, yeah, let me see. You know, like...
you pull a timer out of your pocket, disassemble, assemble it back up at the timer.
Break some shit down, yeah. Let me see how well you cleaning this one. Check this. Yeah. It's crazy, man. I do some shit I do some ridiculous shit.
But you wouldn't go for the forehead kiss?
No, that sounds crazy. At most, I go a hug. I go a bear hug.
But you wouldn't?
Nah.
I think you should try it.
There's no
I don't know
way.
when the
There's
next
no
time
fucking
somebody's
way.
going to try to intimidate. I think you should go to Talia's dad. It's great to see you.
I don't know how he would respond. To be honest with you. I'm trying to think about it.
I think he would leave. He would be very uncomfortable. He would call Talia up later. Get the fuck out of here.
What is he doing? That's ridiculous, man. So you
know what it is? It's because my dad would do some shit like that.
Has your dad? Well, your dad has all sons. So you've never been in no one's ever tried to intimidate you
Never.
in a relationship or
I've had
others who
I've only had very interested to not interested at all, but nobody's ever tried to intimidate me.
Okay. Interesting.
I remember the first dads I met in high school. Dude didn't get up. He didn't get up from the living room. And so then I went to him and shook his hand, and he seemed very surprised that I had come into the room to do that. He just really had no interest.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't think I've ever had that.
Yeah,
I
I think
think dads have interest.
Yeah, yeah.
They've always shown so you like my daughter, huh? Yeah, that's what I'm here for. I'm here because I like her. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's interesting.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. Anyways.
Yeah.
What else we got, man? What else is going on?
Not much.
I'm excited. I feel like odds are nothing's going to happen. But if something happens, you expect the story on the next episode.
I can't wait. Everybody's going to be waiting.
Because the people I have met have been just nothing but outrageously friendly to me.
It's good.
So,
I mean, that's good.
Of this family that I'm going to.
I think it's an age thing too, right? Because once you get to a certain point, it's what are you really gonna do?
My fiance.
You're right, exactly. You're gonna change her mind or some shit. You know what I mean? What's gonna happen? Oh, you hurt her. Bro, shut the fuck up. And you're you're not even a real uncle. You're again dad's childhood friend or whatever. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Why are you belittling my uncleness?
I guess you do. That's
what I am.
I'm not belittling your uncleness. I'm just saying from your. I'm just saying if I was the guy and there was a dad and the dad's best friend trying to intimidate me, I care about the dad. I wouldn't give a fuck about that.
You don't think Joey's future significant others are gonna care about? I'm the godfather.
That strikes a different level, though. You know what I mean? This is Joey's godfather. I feel that's... They'll look at you. Look at this slick-looking white guy. Is he a part of a mob? Why do they call him a godfather? You know what I mean? That's different. I didn't know Irish people had mobs. He's a godfather? What is he godfather? That's how we're gonna sell it. That's how we're gonna sell it right there.
They do, man. It was the Italians and the Irish.
I'm gonna sit you. gonna have you sitting in a room, a dark, dimly lit room, in a shadowy corner in the chair with some fucking scotch and a cigar and a goddamn pistol on the table. Like, come meet her godfather. He's gonna be sitting there stroking some giant dog we have or something, just fucking a Rottweiler. Like, that's gonna be great. It's gonna be so much fun, man. I'm putting on a whole theatrical show for this shit. It's gonna be great. But yeah, I mean, at the same time, like, if Joey brings me some dude when she's like 26, it's like, I'm just gonna be like, it would be more of like, is this guy just a dickhead? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna try to intimidate you, because like, if you are afraid of me, I'm more concerned about that.
What age do you think Joey? What age are you okay with Joey to start dating?
Oh my goodness, 16.
16.
Yeah.
She gets a boyfriend at 15, freshman year of high school. What the fuck you doing?
I don't know if I go that far, but I would be like, what the fuck you doing?
She's in the 8th grade. She wants to go to the 8th grade dance. She got a boy picking her up. I mean, it's a boy in the family because he can't drive.
Oh, I mean, that's okay.
I'm working it back, man.
Yeah, I don't know why. Dude,
she's in the 5th grade.
I've never thought anything before high school. Like, I've never thought anything before high school.
This shit definitely starts before high school, though.
Oh, I know. Oh, and I don't want to think about it. Yeah. I don't want to think about it. 16 is the only age where I'm like,
what is it about 16? Is because cars are now involved?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Because it's like, if she has a car, right? There's a lot I'm just not going to be able to control at that point anymore. Like, I can do, like, of course, there's still things I can do, right? But one of my goals as a parent is to be able to get her a car at 16 so she can have her own car.
You actively want to purchase her a car?
Yeah. I mean, or, like, give her a nice car. You know, like, if it's like hey, we have a car. We have an extra car. This is now your car. Yeah, it all depends on where I am in life, right? Like, if I can afford to buy her a car, then I'll buy her a car. I'm not saying it's got to be some brand new off the lot fucking Mercedes Benz. I'm just saying, like, if I can afford to get her a car, I'll get her a car, right? Like, I'll get her a goddamn 99 Oldsmobile Aurora. Like,
you can't do it then.
Nah, sure. Give her some 30-year-old.
You got to do the math go up.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Actually, it'd be more than that, wouldn't it? She's 16. Yeah, it'd be like a 45-year-old car.
Yeah.
Jeez. No, so
we're old, man.
Not that crazy, but you know what I mean. Like, it could be an old car, like how we did, right? Like, it ain't gonna be brand new. But I want to give her a car when she's 16. So, like, if she has a car at 16, like, am I gonna monitor where she goes? Yes, but I'm not
for
gonna
the record. I definitely didn't have a car at 16.
No, I had a car at 17, so close. But, like, I'm not gonna put a fucking tracking monitor on her. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So
you're not gonna do the Find My Phone, always have it on to figure out.
No, she's gonna share a location, but I'm not gonna be one of those dads who's like, I'm gonna check it every 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Or if I do check it,
I feel like you are.
I'm not.
I feel like you're gonna. I'm gonna be reminding you.
Talia's gonna be like that because she's just like that in general. I'm not gonna be like that. I'll check it if I feel concerned, but also if I like, say I check it right and I see she's been parked at some house for a while. Like, I'm not gonna be like, where you at? Whose house is this you're at? Yeah, like, I don't know how to. Like, I'll have boundaries, but I'm going to be hands-on, but I'm going to have boundaries. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I just understand that, like, if she has her own car, the possibilities are more open to her. So it'd be stupid for me to just be like, no, you can't have a boyfriend at 16. Like, if she's driving her own car around, like, she can do whatever. Like, there's, again, wide open possibilities, right? Like, she can do a fucking lot. So it's just like, I'd rather at that point know the guy, know the little boy you're messing with. You know what I mean? Like, have a good idea of who he is, who his parents are. So if you are at his fucking house or whatever, like, I have at least some idea.
He comes over. Mm-hmm. You got to stay in the living room?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, what do you got, a basement? No in the basement?
Basements, man. Basement. It's just so hard.
Because we used to be those guys.
I know. It depends on the setup of the basement, right? Do I have a basement where you got to go down 2 flights of stairs and one curves? So like if I was to come down there, you got a few minutes before I hit the angle where I can actually visibly see what's going on? Or is it just like as soon as I hit them stairs, I'm seeing everything that's happening? You know, like it depends on the setup of the basement.
Okay.
Some basements are elaborate. You come down some stairs, you got to turn a corner, go through a hallway.
You're sitting here, you got like you have a back cave situation. You're sitting there like, fuck, I gotta hit these piano keys.
Yeah.
Get the door open.
So it depends. Most likely though, it's just gonna be living room, family room, whatever it is. Like open space, full visibility. Stay the fuck there.
So, baby basement.
Maybe.
Probably not. Definitely not bedroom.
Oh hell no.
I was talking. We don't even have kids. And Dia and I were talking about this. She's like, if our daughter is in their bedroom, that door stays open. I was like, our daughter would not be in the bedroom.
Exactly. No fucking way. Yeah. Fuck that door.
That door open or close, it doesn't matter. She won't be in there.
She's not gonna be in there. Nope. No, sir. No. I'm the fucking no. You lost your goddamn mind. Because then at that point, where are you sitting? You sitting on the bed?
Yeah.
You lost your fucking mind. There's no way. Get the fuck off the bed. Oh, yeah, no, dude.
It's so funny to be the adults now and have this different switch mindset. Because I remember being the teenager and being like, what the fuck's the big deal?
Yeah. Literally. Like, come on. I'm going to get to this bedroom one way or the other, big guy. Like, it's a matter of time before you let me up there. Oh, my goodness.
Anyways, man. I don't got a good transition. We're talking about teenagers. We could say that
Yeah.
our main character is a teenager. Late teens, early 20s?
Yeah. Early 20s, I think she is. Yeah, because she's in college. We're talking about Ironheart, man.
Yeah.
Ironheart. The series just wrapped up on Disney Plus. Interesting release schedule for this one. I kind of liked it, though. They dropped the first 3 episodes opening day. Next week, they dropped the last 3 episodes. And you know what?
Done.
To their credit, I think 6 episodes is perfect.
Yeah.
Some of these Marvel shows have had
I didn't need
too
more.
many episodes. 6 was great. We didn't need 8. We definitely didn't need 10. 6 was good.
Bless you.
Fuck, man. Is it this cat? What is it?
I don't know, man.
My nose was so irritated.
On the way out, you got to take a big sniff of the cat, see if it does something to you.
Sorry, guys. If I decide to leave this in, I apologize. Excuse my sneezing.
We don't take stuff like this out.
It's true. Most likely it's going to be in here. You're going to be listening to this. So I apologize for all the sneezing that I'm doing. Anyway, we're talking about Ironheart.
Ironheart. 6 episodes. That's good. I agree with you. I think 6 episodes was the way to go.
Now, right off the bat, this show, before it even released, faced a lot of controversy.
Yes.
Okay. First of all, it seems like the marketing for this show was like non-existent. I feel like they dropped the announcement like poster or whatever like a month before it was supposed to come out,
I agree.
and then they were like, "This is
Because it definitely felt like a surprise.
Yeah.
Like, oh, shit, this is out?
Definitely
You had to tell
felt
me.
like- yeah.
You're like, the 3 episodes are out. Watch it. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, crazy, right?" And then leading up to it, we didn't get much. Like we got maybe I think like 2 trailers. We got a little featurette. That's about it.
Yeah.
We didn't get much in terms of marketing of the show, which isn't. It's never. I feel like that's never really great because it kind of conveys the studio's confidence in the show. So it feels like right off the bat they were assuming that the show wasn't going to do that well, so they just weren't going to spend a lot of money for marketing. Especially considering this is coming to Disney Plus, which is like, I don't know how they judge the monetary like payback of like streaming shows, but I'm assuming it's a lot more difficult than like movies that release into theaters when they can literally just calculate like.
I'm sure they can see how many of their people are watching it.
Yeah, but like,
They
how
got a
does that
number.
translate, right? Like, how does that translate to money? Because are they calculating how many new subscribers Disney Plus has in order to see this show? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
if I already have a Disney Plus subscription, like, I don't have to.
It's all
pay
about getting
additional-
us to continually come back to
Yeah.
it.
So it doesn't seem like they have a lot of
Before we get
confidence.
into how it got ripped apart,
Yep.
did you like it?
I don't think it was a perfect show. I think it had some ups and downs, but overall, I liked it.
I think it's pretty lower tier on MCU
Really?
TV shows. I actually kind of struggled to watch the whole thing.
Interesting.
I'm only continuing because we're gonna talk about it moment in this show for sure.
Interesting. I will say I did hit a point like that where I thought I don't think I hit the point of like I would just never come back to this if we weren't reviewing it, but I definitely hit a point of I wouldn't be going so hard on this watching it if we weren't reviewing it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I watched 1.5 episodes last night. When I got up this morning, I watched the second half of the episode I didn't finish and the third episode, and then we just watched the 3 episodes back to back. For me, that was too much. Like, I was at a point where I was just like, I would have turned this shit off and gave myself a break and come back to it. So I wouldn't have watched it in the manner in which we watched it if we weren't reviewing it, but I would have finished it. Feel what I'm saying? Right?
You don't think it would have went the way of Miss Marvel? Well, yeah. You've been saying it for like a year and a half.
No, I think
I'll eventually finish this.
I was more interested in this than Miss Marvel.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, immediately right off the bat, shit got tore apart, right? Obviously, is it obvious? Maybe it is. But when we got the poster reveal, right? Ironheart, we see Riri in the Iron Man suit with the Iron Man mask on, but you still see her face. Right off the bat, you get all the fucking racist people jumping in. Why are they race swapping? Why are we getting a black Iron Man? Why are we getting a black woman Iron Man? Blah, 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 blah. Those people are fucking idiots, obviously, because she is an actual character in the books, in the comic book. She's been a character for like 10 years now, I think, if not longer.
2016.
2016?
Yeah.
So almost 10 years now, right? She's not a replacement for Tony Stark. She never was, even in the comic books. Like, she's been his apprentice. She's never been a replacement. So, shut the fuck up. Right? Then, we had a bunch of people review bomb the show before it even came out. They ran the Rotten Tomatoes. Before the show was even released, the Rotten Tomatoes audience score was sitting at like 20% or some shit. Ridiculous. So everybody just hating on it before they even seen the fucking show. Which is also just like...
It's like, who has the time?
Right?
To do shit like this.
You should really take a better look at yourself if you do have the time.
Right.
To do something like that. You know what I mean? Like, you have that much fucking hatred that... and time on your hands to like, bro, look in the mirror, right?
Yep.
Like, get outside, do something. So that was just ridiculous. The scores have since come up because I think they realized what was happening. And a lot of people like jumped in to like give an actual review of the show. Right now, on Rotten Tomatoes, the critic score is sitting at 86%.
It's not bad.
Right? So that's fresh. The audience score is at 52%. So still not great, average, but it's definitely
how does that
quite a
compare to the other MCU TV shows? Do we know?
I can find out. Let me see.
I think for me, like I went in, I was like, oh, people are being real shit. I want to like this. And then I was like, this show is really not that great.
I get that. Now, I will say this. I do wish it was better. I did want to like it more. Similar to you, especially in situations like this where it's just like, why, like people are just being dicks.
Right.
So
and they were like, oh, the show's amazing. I'm going to go and Rotten Potatoes myself and put 100. Like,
right. But yeah, but it's definitely not as bad as people are saying it is. And also, so here's the other thing I keep hearing people talk about, right? People are mad at the fact that, I mean, it opens up basically with Riri talking about how Tony became who he was because he was a billionaire. Right?
Right.
And now everybody comes back with the argument, well, Tony built this in a cave with a box of scraps, blah, 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 blah. And it's like...
That's a funny fucking response, though.
Yeah, it is. But at the same time, like, let's be real here, right? Tony is a fucking billionaire. And he wouldn't have gotten the suits that he got without being a billionaire. The suit that he did build in that cave with the box of scraps were scraps from his weapons. The best weapons. He is the best weapons manufacturer on the planet. So it's not like he was just working with fucking junkyard scraps. The dude was working with material that he's already worked with. He was working with remains from his fucking weapons. So he was able to just repurpose it to build something that didn't even last. It lasts for what? It took half a flight and a few steps and blew some fire, and then it fell apart. And then when he got home, he was able to utilize his billions of dollars in resources to build a realistic, not realistic, but you know what I mean, like a better suit, and continue to upgrade said suit because of the essentially limitless, unlimited amount of resources and money that he has.
Agreed.
In comparison to Riri, she did the same thing. She built the suit with scraps. Maybe she wasn't in a cave when she did it, sure. But she was in a garage. She was in a warehouse. Even in this show, bro, she fixed her suit with wiring from her fucking apartment building. You know what I mean? Like, she's also just using scraps. She's consistently in the junkyard getting scraps. The final suit that she had was built from an old car. Now, they had souped the fuck out of that car. It was a nice car, but it was a car nonetheless. Right? Like, so what are we talking about here? Like, it's not... And it's funny because, like, she says it, like, nonchalantly. She's like, you know, Tony is who he is because he had $1 billion. Like, I'm not throwing shade at Tony. It just is what it is. And that's the fucking truth. Like, I don't understand why people have a problem with that.
I'll tell you where I got a problem.
Okay.
So I think, yes, Tony had all the money so he can make unlimited suits, right? Like, it got a ridiculous number by the end.
Yeah.
And Riri can't do that. But Riri also actively chose steps that were not very hero-like.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
To fucking get money to do it. It's like she got kicked out of college.
MIT, yeah.
MIT. And like she's like shocked. You didn't do the coursework. Do this shit when you're not doing the coursework.
Yeah.
And then she immediately worked with criminals. Immediately.
Yeah. So I like
the dude. The hood shoots a police officer, and she still is like, yeah, I'm going to continue working with these guys. What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all.
It's not like she's like kind of on that border anti-hero line. I was like, you're just straight up a villain.
Yeah.
Working with other villains.
So, I don't disagree with you. My only comeback to that is... the people who I've seen complain about the aspect that I was talking about hadn't even gone as far to make that the argument that you just made. So it's like, shut up. Like, if you're going to try to make an argument, watch the fucking show. Because, yeah, I think that's my biggest problem with this show is the route that they decided to put her on of like, yeah, she's going to steal and be a criminal and do all of this. And it's just like... you know, she's just justifying it as like, well, I'm just stealing. I'm not hurting anybody. You know, and it's all like a means to an end. And like my whole thing is like, and it's so crazy because I haven't seen anybody talk about this aspect of the show, but it's like you're doing illegal activities to eventually try to become a hero, but you're doing it in the suit that you're going to use to be a hero. Like, there's only one Iron Man suit flying around Chicago. And they see you stealing shit with it. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? And
doesn't make any sense.
All of a sudden, it's going to be like, no, I'm saving people. We haven't seen you save a goddamn person in that suit. We just seen it fly around.
Yep. And then you're going to steal shit.
Yeah, like, what are we talking about? And things just constantly go wrong for this girl. Like,
yeah?
I feel like every decision she makes, something fucking goes wrong. From little things to large things. It's just like, man, she cannot catch a fucking break. And you know what? Maybe that is the point that they were trying to get across, is that she just keeps finding herself in these unfortunate circumstances because of the experiences she's been through in life. Because, yeah, like just everything from like the suit not working to... the scene where they're trying to take over the tunnel organization, which is crazy because I feel like they're really working on some shit like that. Some underground tunnels for traffic and stuff and billionaires to take. This got to be a real thing, right?
All the Chicago tech billionaires we had, I was like, Yeah, bring me them tunnels.
Yeah, there's no way.
This fucking Lakeshore Drive traffic.
No way.
I'm over it. Get me in a
no way
tunnel.
that's not actually in production somewhere. Somebody.
Is it Elon Musk was doing
He was
that?
talking about it. He wants to do it. So yeah. So even in that scene where she's like, she drops the flash drive, right, that she was supposed to have the virus on. She drops the flash drive, and then her AI tells her like, just release your magnetic field so you can be stuck to the bottom of this car. But you know, if you don't get to this thing in time, you're gonna get smushed. And it's like, bro, what the like? What's happening right now? I did think that the way she used her suit in some instances was kind of cool. Like when she had the hand,
Shut the
like,
hand
crawl off, and she was like using her hand to like control what that hand did. I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't love the first suit design though. I'm still on the like. I wish it wasn't so bulky.
So you like the second one?
The second one I liked though. I liked the color scheme. It was still, they still puffed it up, but it wasn't nearly as bulky as like all of her previous suits.
Right. Slimmed it down a little bit.
Slimmed it down, and the color scheme was dope. It was also very reminiscent
of her
comic book suit, which was nice. You know, I love me a comic
suit. I know.
So that was fun. But anyway, all right. So where do you want to start? Well, we kind of already started, I guess. But
yeah. I think.
Tell me why you didn't really like the show.
So for the first point where I said where she's straight up like a villain and not like a compelling villain for a big chunk of the story, right? It's like you're kind of a villain. You're definitely not kind of a hero.
Right.
It's a mixture of that and then just incredibly cheesy scenes or scenes that I felt were like just dragging out, and I was like, what is the point of this?
Okay.
Right? Like, so I think there's definitely a sad element of like her AI being Natalie.
Yeah.
Like that's okay, your best friend you saw die in front of you, and now she's come back. You didn't even intentionally do that. Which
Did you like that or dislike it?
I liked the tragicness of it because it made a better story. I didn't think it made any sense. Okay. She attached these two things, trying to make an AI using her own brain, and came out making a copy of her friend. And I was like, how?
Because those are. I think it scanned her brain, and that's like where a lot of her thoughts are. They're just, she's constantly thinking about her friend, and like the time they used to spend together, the memories that they have together. And that's why, like, the AI has some of her memories.
I feel like
it seemed like the AI only had the memories that Riri also had.
Yeah.
But not memories of just her own self.
Right.
Yeah.
So I like the tragicness of it. I don't think it made much sense.
Okay.
But they were going to get Tony Stark to be the AI. So it is interesting in the very beginning because it's like the school AI that's not working, the little pencil.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so the AI is going to be like a thing. And I don't know, like it's kind of hard. Like, what route do you go, right? Like, you're probably not going to be able to get the Vision actor. Yeah. What's his name? I can't blank it on it. Paul Bettany. You're probably not going to get him to come be an AI again.
Right.
So all right, we'll make it this character, and it'd be slightly tragic. So that's sure, but I didn't feel like it made any sense. I also feel like those scenes added to the cheesiness when like she's in the suit and she's just like dancing. I was like, what are we doing here?
See, I thought some of those moments worked. I do feel like some of them were a little cheesy, but I do feel like some of them worked. So the AI thing.
I at one point at one of those dance scenes that was super ridiculous, I looked over at Dia and I was like, this is bad, right? She's like, yeah, this is pretty bad. Both of us are like, what is happening?
Yeah.
It was like, it's almost funny. It felt like punishment to her that I was like, we got to do an episode a day. She's like, oh, okay, put the other episode on.
Oh, dang. That's no good. So I agree with you. At first, I was like, this AI thing doesn't make any sense. It feels too forced as a plot device. But then as she explained it a little bit more, and I think a part of me too, you know what it is? I think in general for this show, a part of me went, let me try to not be so skeptical. And maybe it is simply because everybody else is being so skeptical and just so like harsh on it that I went, why is it that we're being so harsh on this when like we've seen these other characters get away with stuff that also doesn't fucking make sense, but we just roll with it, right? So like the AI thing, does it make the most sense? No, but like, why the fuck can't I just roll with it? You know what I mean? Like, if anything, for me, I didn't dislike it. I wish they would have changed some things about it. Number one, I wish that she wasn't immediately a projection of herself. I wish they would have started off with just her voice. Just hearing her voice in the suit. Like Jarvis, right? At first. Just hearing her voice in the suit, I feel like that would have been enough to like get us started on that route.
A little more subtle that way.
Yeah, that emotional build of like, why am I hearing her voice? You know what I mean? I also don't like that it felt like she was immediately that person. Like it felt like she was immediately Natalie. Like she was immediately
She's never really an AI.
She was never really an AI. And I feel like I think we should have got more of that as well. So the build should have been, she started off as just a voice. She started off as more of an AI. So
run diagnostics if she's like, actually doing it.
Yeah, Riri would have been like, Natalie? And she's like, I don't know who Natalie is. Or I am Natalie. And then she gives the breakdown. She's an acronym too. So she just immediately gives the breakdown of like, I am a neurological blah, 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 blah.
Right.
But yeah, you could refer to me as Natalie, right? Like something like that. And like she would have been having to deal with like, this is weird that I'm hearing her voice, but it's an AI. So yeah, I wish she would have started off as more of an AI and then maybe developed more into like her friend, right? Like she gained some of those
I like
memories.
that better.
She started to adapt to Riri's mannerisms. She was there when she had these panic attacks, and when she had the panic attacks, like Natalie scans her brain activity and she sees these memories and she starts to realize like, okay, what I can do to also help you is to give you more of some of your friend back. And if you've already given me her voice, then yeah, I could take on some of her mannerisms. I could take on some of her cadence. You know what I mean? Like I would have liked that better. And then maybe eventually we led up to the build led up to her projecting Natalie as an image and Riri being like, oh my goodness. Because then I think, and we're going into big spoilers now, then I think the end where she got her back physically would have been even more impactful, because it would have been like she just thought she had finally got her back, but it was a hologram, but now she has her in real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like it should have been a build to that versus just straight up like, she's a hologram, she's your friend, right? Like, just like old times.
Because actually, I agree with the dude in the beginning. Like, you got to delete her, because I was like, this is a horrible way to cope.
Yeah,
with it, because it's not her. It's really not her.
Yeah,
this is just your memories of her being projected in front of you. You're never gonna move on,
right?
If you have to deal with this. I was like, this is the messed up thing. But if your way seems like it makes a little bit more sense. Yeah. I like that better. Because
then it would have never felt like she truly got her back, but she was a little closer to her again. You know what I mean? I also think this was my, if I was writing the show, this is what I would have done. So I would have done that. But then ultimately, at the end, it would have been a matter of like the magic situation where Natalie got deleted, basically. I think Riri should have known that going in, because the girl, Zelma, kept telling her like, magic is a give and take. Yeah. It always comes with a price. You always have to give something up. So I wish she would have kind of had a better like idea of like, this is what I'm gonna have to give up in order to get this magical power. So it would have been more of like, okay, let's have this emotional say goodbye moment. The AI, Natalie, pulls up the projection of the hologram of Natalie. She says goodbye to her face to face, blah, 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 blah. We get that emotional moment. And then I wish she would have transitioned into the Tony Stark AI. Of like, I can't, like you said, I'll never move on if I continue to do that. I don't want to bring Natalie back. I want to let her rest. I want to learn to cope. I need to learn to move on. What I need now going forward out of an AI is I need a mentor. I need someone to help me be an actual hero. And then she brings Tony Stark back as her AI. That's how I would have wrote it.
That would have been good.
Because that's super cool. Yeah. That's one of the coolest things about, I mean, she has a lot of cool things about her in the comic books, but that's one of the coolest things is like, she uses Tony Stark as her AI, That's dope. And like, I would be so cool to see that. And it could start off just like Jarvis, just his voice. Like, if they could just pay him enough to do some voice acting, you know what I mean?
Get somebody
like,
to pretend to be.
Right. Or somebody.
Doesn't even have to be Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah,
Impersonator would be
exactly.
close enough.
Yeah. We would, if we would never saw his face, we would never know.
Yeah.
Just, yeah, like you said, somebody close enough. Like, it's just a Robert Downey Jr. impersonator. And they get him to sign off like, hey, man, if you don't want to do this, can we just get somebody to impersonate you? Cool. Check. You know?
Yeah.
So that's what I would have wanted.
That would have been a better story, but that's not what we got.
That's not what we got. No.
How did you feel about the hood?
I didn't hate him. I didn't
Bro,
love him.
he's one of the dumbest fucking villains. He's so dumb.
This was another thing. This was another situation where I was like, let me try not to be so harsh. He is a dumb villain, but I will say his motivations turned out to be much better than I thought they were. Because I'll tell you, as a parent, his dad straight up told him, I didn't want you. After your mom died, I didn't want you. I just got to be better.
We'll cut our losses.
Cut our losses. Are you fucking serious? You are a piece of you are one of the biggest pieces of shit ever. To say you just didn't want your own child? Like, fuck you, dude. You know what I mean? Like, could you imagine if your dad said some shit to you like fuck you. You got all this goddamn money. You couldn't at least hire a fucking nanny to take care of me? You just gave me up? Like, fuck off. I would have wanted to murder his ass too. Like, fuck that guy. You know, like, that made me so mad. I was just like, oh yeah, no, fuck this. I understand why you so goddamn. I'd be mad too. Like, fuck that guy. So that's where I am with that. Because at first I was like, yeah, he is stupid. What is his motivations? This seems dumb. He just wants to be rich. I mean, I guess for some villains that's enough, right? A lot of villains just want to be rich.
They're just after the money.
But like the way you're going about it and the vibe you're giving doesn't feel like I'm like a penguin trying to be a crime boss rich. It just feels like you just got mixed up in some weird shit and now you just for money. Like, what are we doing here? But when I found that part out, I was like, oh yeah, no, fuck yeah, okay, I get it. I get why you're so angry, bro. I understand why you're going to the lengths you're going, because your dad is the fucking worst.
Are the rest of the crew, are they real characters?
I don't think so.
Yeah, all of them seemed ridiculous.
They did. They all seemed like characters.
I was like, what are we doing?
Yeah, they did all seem ridiculous. I agree with that. I agree. Actually, the only one that didn't seem ridiculous was John. The one who died.
Yeah.
He was the only one that seemed like just normal.
Right? Everybody else was a little bit over the top.
Yeah,
partly like the twins or the siblings, whatever the fuck they were called.
Yeah.
I was like, you guys are just regular athletes. And you wouldn't be doing this well. And then when they're trying to kill Riri, I'm like, now you shouldn't be struggling as much.
I agree with that, yeah. Because she hit one with like a plastic container.
Yeah.
And they fell back. And I'm like, are you fucking serious right now? Weren't you just in some underground fucking fight club? Like,
and that's...
You just fought armed security guards, and now you can't catch this little girl? Like, what are we talking about? I mean, I liked seeing Riri use her intelligence to outsmart people, or like invent something really quickly to like
take him down,
give herself the edge. I thought that was cool, but yeah, like the physicality of it all, I was just like, come
ridiculous.
On. Yeah, it was it was, and that's what I mean, right? Like, to me, I don't think the show's all bad. I just think it has some ups and downs. It makes some weird choices in certain places, some bad choices in certain places, but there is some cool shit to it. Like, there is, like...
I feel like you just really want to like it.
No, it's not that. Like, if I hated the show, I tell you I hated the show. But I didn't hate the show. And I don't think it's as bad. Like, I don't think it's great. I don't think I would ever rewatch it.
Are we going to rate the shows?
I mean, we can. I haven't seen all of them. But
I'm curious where you put this one.
Out of the ones I've seen?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've seen Loki. I've seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I've seen WandaVision. I've seen Moon Knight. I've seen... What else is there?
Hawkeye.
I've seen Hawkeye. I've seen parts of Agatha all along.
Daredevil, Born Again.
Daredevil. I've seen parts of Miss Marvel. And then obviously the animated shows. But I won't include those. We'll just focus
those
on
out.
the live action MCU shows. Out of those, I definitely think it's better than Agatha. I think it's a bit more interesting than Miss Marvel. I think I think if I had to choose one to rewatch the entire show from beginning to end, I'd choose this over Hawkeye. I think the scenes in Hawkeye with Yelena elevate that show drastically. I think everything without her in it is not that great. I can't remember anything else about that show other than the Yelena scene.
I feel like I disagree.
I didn't. You know what? The only other thing I remember about it is I didn't like the Kingpin in that show.
You didn't like Echo in there either?
Nope. I thought she was a pointless addition. It's like, why is she here?
It's explained in the Echo show.
I only really like the Yelena stuff of that show. So if we're talking about what show I feel like if I had to go like best moments to best moments, Hawkeye's better than Ironheart. But if I'm like, you're telling me I need to rewatch one of these shows from beginning to end, I have a choice of Hawkeye or Ironheart, I'm rewatching Ironheart.
That's interesting. I'm not.
I think that's it.
I think you put too much.
I don't think it's better. It's definitely not better than Loki.
I think you should rewatch Hawkeye.
Maybe. And
it's a bit of a holiday one. So when the holidays come up,
maybe
rewatch Hawkeye.
That's what I'm saying. I have no desire to rewatch that show.
I don't know why. Because it's good. It's entertaining all around. I really like the new Hawkeye.
Okay.
I think she's a very entertaining character. I like her.
I like Kate Bishop.
And now we got Kate Bishop learning from.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's one of the few things where we actually get the new edition learning from the original. Because that's something that MCU is failing at.
That's true.
We keep putting the new version out and the old version's nowhere to be found.
That's true. I mean, this show is an example of that.
Right.
I mean,
She-Hulk's another example of that. You saw She-Hulk. That's the one you didn't include.
Oh, She-Hulk. I like She-Hulk.
I actually think I put this show... I easily put it below Hawkeye.
Okay. What is it better than for you?
What is it? What?
Like what are you putting this show? You're putting this show above what shows? Like
that's what I'm thinking.
What's worse than this?
I think it's definitely in the same level with Miss Marvel.
Because you've seen all of them.
I've seen them all. Secret Wars.
Okay.
And Agatha. These are like the three on the bottom.
Okay.
And it's right there with the ones on the bottom.
Interesting.
And it's kind of funny because I feel like because of Halloween I enjoyed Agatha. Dia really enjoyed Agatha, so I enjoyed watching it with her. Mm-hmm. So that kind of wants me to put a smidge up, but that's not being very impartial. Yeah, so I'll keep the three. Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury's pretty damn entertaining in Secret Wars, but I also feel like that was kind of a ridiculous show. Yeah, I think those three tie at the bottom.
Interesting.
I think you should finish Miss Marvel. If you enjoyed this, you should finish Miss Marvel. Because you kind of jumped out as the story picks up.
Yeah, I know. I just haven't gone back to it. But it's not that I wasn't enjoying it. I found it interesting. I don't know. I just popped out and just never popped back in. Just other stuff came up. I just didn't finish it. I don't know, man. Like I said, maybe I'm not upon rewatch, I'd be like, you know what, actually this is garbage. But I think I just remember thinking to myself, like I said, I think it has some good moments, but I think it also has some bad moments. I think they're about even with the number of moments, right? Like I think it's a lot of bad moments, a lot of good, like as many bad moments as there are good moments, but I don't feel like this show is majority bad.
Are you recommending it to people?
Depends on the person.
So some people are yes.
Yeah, some people are yes. Some people are definitely no.
Okay.
Here's where I also think let's address the elephant in the room. This is a show about a young black girl doing stuff in Chicago, right? Like I'm a black man that lives in Chicago. So like in that sense,
I enjoyed all the Chicago scenes.
I was
like, this neighborhood does look like Evanston.
Yeah, I want to tell Talia to watch it because I want to tell her, hey, I think you'll enjoy the blackness of this show, and I think you'll enjoy the Chicago-ness of this show. Do I think you'll love every second of it? No, but I think with those things, I think you'll enjoy them. Enjoy the show, right? So it depends on who I'm recommending it to. I'm not going to recommend it to Bill at work. Just not gonna do it. Bill probably doesn't care about this show. But if it's another young black Chicagoan, then yeah, I'd probably be like, hey man, if you watched any of the other Marvel stuff, you like any of the other Marvel stuff, you like the Black Panther movies, check this out.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So Talia, who does not like Captain America movies.
Yeah, she doesn't.
You think she'll be won over simply in the Chicago blackness of this show?
I don't think she's going to, she'd fall in love with this show. But I do think she'd like those aspects of it, yes. I think because of that, she would enjoy it.
All right.
Because she's enjoyed most of the other... She hasn't watched every Marvel show with me, but the ones she has watched, she's enjoyed them. And some of them I even thought to myself, I didn't think you would like this. She liked Loki. She loved Loki. Right?
Loki's a great show.
We watched Moon Knight together, and she enjoyed that. I didn't think she'd like it, but she liked it. We watched She-Hulk together, and I think a big portion of what she enjoyed about that is the woman aspect of it, right? So I think with this, she'd enjoy all those aspects. Like, it's a young black woman living in, doing this in Chicago, and Iron Man is one of her favorite characters of the MCU. So I think introducing, because let's be real, the special effects in this look fantastic. I don't think any of the CGI in this look bad, right? The suit,
I agree.
The suit still looks great, and I mean it should, right? As much stuff as they've done with Tony Stark in the suit, I would imagine at this point they got a goddamn template for this shit. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be hard. It should just be let's just adjust this template here and just copy and paste that shit right in. I don't know how special effects work, but I gotta imagine it should be somewhere along those lines of being that simple, right? So, I think all the special effects in this look great. That's one thing I don't think I've heard people complain about. The special effects don't look bad. Every time she puts on the suit, looks good, right? The suits themselves look good. They have good motion. They have good fluidity. I had no problem with any of the special effects. So I think with that being, that aspect of it, yeah, I think she'd like it. But that's just me. So yeah, man, I don't know. I do think it has some bad moments, for sure. I didn't love the show. I definitely didn't. But I don't think it's as bad as people think, and I think there's a lot of enjoyable moments of it as well.
All right. Let me go over what I did like.
Okay.
I mentioned it. I love all the Chicago scenes.
Yeah.
I love trying to piece together where it is, being this is not by that, that's not by this. It's great. Did you see Stan's Donuts? I've had Stan's Donuts before.
Yeah.
The humor in me loved the clear White Castle commercial that is in that one episode. That's just, they got that sign in there perfect multiple times. Those fries looked hella crispy when they're across the fucking floor. White Castle paid some money to get into this show.
Yeah.
I liked the fact that they put Ezekiel in the show.
That was
being
cool.
Obadiah's son.
Yeah.
I was a little bit more. There's definitely, you mentioned it to me while we were watching. There's more callbacks. You were talking to Doctor Strange, but I think just into the MCU in general than I was expecting this show to have. Mm-hmm. Straight up talked about Shiri.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Should have just fucking called her. That was ridiculous, but okay.
Yeah. She mentions Pym
particles, Stark Industries,
Kree Tech. She mentions all that shit multiple times.
All that stuff gets mentioned. All the Doctor Strange stuffs, Dormammu.
Just so crazy to me.
This
show is the show that references so much Doctor Strange. I wasn't expecting that. I don't know if you were expecting that.
No.
But I was not.
Where they were talking about where they trained to become sorcerers was straight up just talked about.
Yeah,
and
Nanda Parbat.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
And I was like, oh, that's crazy.
We had other sorcerers in this show.
Now, what I liked and also disliked.
Okay.
We finally got him.
Mephisto. Yeah.
Of all fucking things.
Yeah, no, it was crazy.
To put Mephisto in.
To put him in this?
We're sitting here, we're thinking, oh, he's going to be in WandaVision for sure.
Right.
Oh, that's going to happen.
Nope.
And the whole show, everybody speculated, nope, not in there.
Agatha.
It's going to be a multiverse of madness.
Yeah.
Of course he's going to be in that one. Nope, not in there. Agatha all along, 100% not in there. Fucking Ironheart is where we put this dude.
No, it is crazy. It is crazy.
I like it. I like it that we finally got him. I think it's a little ridiculous. This was the show to put him in.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I liked his portrayal of the character.
Yeah, me too. I like the flip flop of
accent, no accent.
Yeah, because at first I was like, why is it? What was the deal with the change of accent? But I think I get it, right? He was using the normal local accent as like trying to help you find comfort in him, right? To get you to trust him and get you to like loosen your guard. And then when he's being his real demonic self, that's when his like, I guess they're going with Australian accent comes out. Which is like, okay, I could get behind that. Not enough people in the MCU have accents. So yeah, fuck it. Let's do an accent.
Yep.
The character Zelma, the one who was also a sorcerer. So in the comic books, she's not only been Doctor Strange's apprentice at one point, she was also his librarian. So what's funny is and this is a comic book Easter egg, right? I don't know if you remember the part where Riri like picked up a jar and she's like, "What is this?" And she's like, "Those are brain maggots," or something like that.
Yeah.
In the comic books, she had brain maggots. And she went to a bunch of doctors, and the doctors couldn't figure out what was wrong with her. So she eventually went to Doctor Strange, and he was like, "Yeah, you got brain maggots. Like, I got to get these the fuck out of you, right? Like, because it's a magical thing." So that was like a fun callback to
That's cool.
The comic books of like how she got introduced to Doctor Strange. That's how she found out about him. And then she was a librarian before that, and he like saw like her affinity for it. And then Doctor Strange, I don't know if you know this, but he starts his own academy in the comic books called Strange Academy. It's essentially like Hogwarts. It's like a school for like magical based beings in the MCU or in the Marvel universe, like youngers to come and learn from him. And she's the librarian of the school.
Cool.
Yeah.
So they threw some cool characters in there.
Yeah, they did. They threw some cool characters in there. I wish I would have known more about the Hood, to be honest with you. I wish I should have watched like a history of video of him before I like watched this, and I feel like I meant to and I just didn't. But
I feel he strikes me as a character that probably looks cool in the hood / suit with guns in the comic book.
Yeah, but it didn't translate.
But does not translate well. Yeah.
I think
even animated it could work, but this it was like he looks fucking stupid.
Yeah, I agree. I think the guns help, honestly, because without the guns, I'm just like, what are you doing? When he at least pulls out the dual wielding pistols, I'm like, okay.
He's doing the
like
fucking
curving bullets, like Wanted and shit. Yeah,
Wanted. That was what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Like I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool, right? But yeah, when he's just wearing this hood, it's kind of weird. So you were talking about things that you liked. Here's some things that I liked that I thought were honestly cool. The callbacks to the comic books, to the larger MCU, I thought were cool. I liked Riri's suit in almost every aspect. I liked the way it functioned. I liked the things she was able to do with it. I liked, that she did some things that we hadn't seen before. I thought it was cool. Again, I wish they would have went a different route with the AI, but I did like.
Doesn't she build an arc reactor in the comic?
I think so, but I'm not sure.
Should just let her build it.
They should have. I did like the character. Like I did, despite the fact that I wish they would have went a different route with Natalie, I liked her character. I thought she brought good charisma to the show. Like she was in it, right? Like I like what she was doing. Did she have some cheesy moments? Absolutely. But she committed to it, which I respect, right?
Yeah.
I like John's character. I liked his whole relationship with Parker. I didn't like Parker's character as much. I liked John's character much more than I liked Parker's character, and I like their relationship. Like I like how every time the Hood created more of the like veiny scars on him, John is like, "All right, man, sit down. Let me cover it up with tattoos."
Yeah.
Right? Like I'm like, that's a cool kind of way to do that. Of like he gets these scars and you tattoo over him. I was actually looking forward to seeing what his body would look like by the end of the season, covered in like full tattoos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was excited about that, but obviously John died, so we didn't get to see that. But I thought that would have been cool. And then he was gonna tattoo his face at that one point, and he didn't do it. And I was like, nah, man, you should have did it. Like I feel like that would have looked dope. So that was a little frustrating. But so I liked his character. I agree with you. The crew, their characters were very like over the top. They felt like caricatures of what they were supposed to be.
Right.
Slug's character was one of the most ridiculous. They were super flamboyant. But there were moments that I still found funny. Like the one scene where they were like I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I'm like one of the most wanted people in Mantrapole or whatever. Toot toot. I was just like, this is fucking great. Oh man, that's hilarious. So that was fun. I'm trying to think what else. Like I said, I think some of the characters were good. The relationship with her mom was kind of up and down for me. Sometimes I was like, why are you being such a dick to your mom? Like, just...
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Come on now, do better. But I liked her relationship with, what was his name? Xavier. That guy. Yeah, it's good. I liked the way her and Joe's relationship started off, too. That was fun.
Sorry, who's?
The way Riri and Joe's relationship first started off, I thought that was fun. Like, she shows up and he's like, I've never touched any of this stuff. And he's like, touch it, smooth and metally. And she's like, it is smooth and metally. Like, I love this stuff. Like, it was, like, some of those moments were like, fun.
What'd you think of the fact that they didn't put him in a suit? Joe/Ezekiel. Because in the comic book, he's wearing a suit.
He is wearing a suit. That was weird. I thought they implanted those things in him because he was going to, like, grow a suit. Like some nanotech type shit, and he didn't, and I thought it was stupid.
I was like, did they just make him Electro essentially? Because it seems like he's just essentially Electro.
He's like a mixture of Electro and Whiplash.
Yeah,
like that's what it gave me. I was like, this is Whiplash 2.0. He just doesn't need the whips,
right?
So yeah, I thought that was stupid. They should just, if they weren't gonna give him a full suit, at least maybe give him parts of one. Like maybe because even. To be honest, I don't know a ton about him in the comic books, and I did look him up, and his suit in the comics it looks a little weird. It doesn't look like a full suit. It almost looks like he just has the helmet, the gauntlets, and the boots, and then he wears like some kind of like spandexy like suit under to like cover the rest of his body. You know what I mean? And like, I'd even been fine with that. Like, maybe he only puts on the essential parts, right? Like, the gloves to have... Because he's not concerned with, like, flying and shit. So, he only puts on the gauntlets to, like, blast you, a chest plate just to protect himself, and a helmet for, like, AI and, like, information and shit. And then the rest of them, he's just like, I don't need a full suit.
Yeah.
Versus, just having these things in his head and arms.
What was the relationship with everybody? So, Riri... Mm-hmm. Mother married Gary.
Correct.
Gary's daughter was Natalie.
No. I don't think so.
No?
No, I don't think so.
I thought they were also related to
her sister. She only ever called her best friend.
Okay.
I thought that at first,
but Xavier then
is Natalie's brother.
I thought Xavier. Brother. So Gary's not related to anybody.
No.
Okay.
I think Natalie. They were just so close that like it was one of those friendships. They grew up together. They were like sisters, so they were just kind of always around each other. And it just so happened she was there when the shooting happened.
Okay.
But yeah, because I thought that at first too. I thought maybe that they were stepsisters. That Natalie was maybe Gary's daughter.
Right.
But she refers to, at one point, she flips back and forth between calling Gary her stepdad and her dad.
Right.
She never at any point calls Natalie her sister. She calls her best friend every time she's like talking about her.
Got it.
But
she does refer to Xavier as her brother.
Xavier says he refers to her as his sister. So I'm like, okay, so they're related. Okay. And again, if it's one of those things where it's like if you grow up together, you probably know that person's sibling. So,
yeah.
They probably bonded afterwards of like, well, we both lost. I lost my sister, you lost your best friend. Like, we both are really fucking reeling from this loss. Speaking of which, I liked the aspect of when Riri had her panic attack, when that officer pulled a gun on her, that her AI also had the panic attack.
I don't like it.
No?
No.
I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it because I accepted what it was. Now, would I still have preferred it to go the route that I described? That wouldn't have happened. And if it had happened in the route that I described, I would have hated it. But because they chose to do it the way they did, I was like, that's kind of cool. Because Riri froze and Natalie's a manifestation of her mind. So, of course, she would come with that same like ailment of no, guns freak me out too because I came from you and you feel this way, so that's projected onto me. So I freeze up when I see a gun, just like you freeze up. It's just the difference is I'm an AI, so I actually freeze. So I thought that was cool. On the flip side of that, though, I still wish they would have went a different route. Because that's another thing I didn't really like about the AI is she had too many emotions. Like, why do you have so many feelings? You're an AI.
Yeah.
And Riri even says that at one point. Like, you're a system. Why are you having these feelings? Like, what are you talking about? You're having a panic attack. You're not supposed to. That's not supposed to fucking happen to you. So it is like
back and forth.
It is back and forth. Yeah, it's back and forth. I also think it was funny that, you know, when Riri asked the Hood, like, how do your powers work? And he's like, magic. She's like, magic is just something you say when you don't know how to just, like, explain how it works. And I feel like that's exactly how they used magic in this show. Is the shit that they just didn't want to try to explain with tech. They were just like, magic, baby. But even that's one of those things where they do that. They've done that in almost every Marvel thing. You know what I mean? So, like, why hold it against this show specifically when they've done that in Thor? They've done that in almost, you know, they've done it in almost every other Marvel magic aspect ever. So it's like, magic can't be explained like that. It just is what it's fucking magic. So that's where I am, man. There's things I like. There's definitely things I don't like. But there are definitely things that I like. So yeah, man.
All right, how many magic hoods would you rate this?
What are we doing out of 5?
Out of 5.
$2.83, something like that.
Okay.
It doesn't feel quite high enough to be a 3. Because if we were going out of 10,
I'm going
it's higher than a 5.
1.5.
Damn. So you really didn't like it?
Nah, I don't ever intend to watch this again.
It's crazy.
I might have to rewatch the last 3 if Dio wants to continue.
Yeah.
But other than that, I probably wouldn't rewatch this.
All right.
Where I have rewatched Hawkeye.
That's crazy. Yeah, I have no intentions of rewatching that.
If they took this and put it in New York, it would go down. But I like the Chicago-ness.
That's fair. It is something to say when, like I live 10 minutes outside of Evanston. So, like, for them to be like, oh, we're in Evanston, Illinois.
Yeah.
Like, I fucking know where that is. Like,
having Dia be like, they're on the red line, but the red line doesn't go away to Evanston. Like, it's enjoyable.
Yeah, for sure. Cool, man. Let me see. Oh, here we go. All right. So this is what I wanted to do. Anything else? That was it, right?
That was it.
Anything else to say about the show? I'm trying to think. Was there anything else I wanted to say? Stop being dickheads. Stop being racist. It's entertainment. Just fucking relax. That's pretty much it, man. Like, let's just judge the show on its actual merit.
Judge it on its merit, right?
Not some fucking stupid like that. All right. So this is what I want to do. I wanted to rank the live action non-Tony Stark Iron Man suits.
Okay.
We've gotten a few of them at this point. So I want to see where your ranking list. Because like I said, I didn't like her suits at first. But this last one, I actually really liked it. So, and I mean, we can judge them on like design. If you want to judge them on like function too, we can do that. But I feel like I'm mostly going for like design.
Design. Okay.
All right, so here they are. It's not like a ton, but there's a few. Obviously, War Machine. Along those same lines, we're going to go Iron Patriot.
Okay, so 2 separate.
Right. I mean,
Still, just essentially paint it.
right, but that's why I said maybe we're going to go based on design, right?
Okay.
So War Machine, Iron Patriot, Ironmonger, the Hulkbuster suit, because Bruce Banner mostly wore it.
Okay.
So I'm putting that one.
That was a little bit of a loophole, but sure.
A little bit, but we're going to put it in there. Hulkbuster, the Iron Spider-Man suit, not like the first suit Tony gives him, but like the actual Iron Spider suit when he goes to space.
Yep.
Okay.
The one he's wearing in Avengers.
Yep. Endgame, Infinity War, Endgame.
Yep.
Rescue, so Pepper Potts' suit.
Okay.
And obviously the Ironheart suit. And we're going to go specifically with the last one, the final product.
We're going from lowest to best?
Yeah, we'll go bottom up.
Okay.
So for me, at the bottom, right off the bat, Ironmonger goes at the bottom.
Agreed.
It's just a goofy design. It's just too big. It's just, I mean, I guess if you're going for intimidation, bitch is intimidating.
I mean, it beat the shit out of that first Iron Man
Yeah,
suit.
it did. But
Like,
it's
its
just,
function and intimidation was going well, but no
design-wise,
flair.
It's just big. It's clunky. It's just stupid. It takes forever to take off.
Yep. Doesn't fly very fast.
No.
I forgot what the thing is, but when it gets too high, it freezes.
Yep. So I'm going Ironmonger right at the bottom.
I can go with that.
Okay. I think right above that, Iron Patriot. In my opinion, it's an inferior version of War Machine. It's just the War Machine with the fucking American flag color scheme. Get it out of here.
What are my options again?
War Machine, Iron Patriot, Ironmonger, Hulkbuster, Iron Spider, Rescue, and Ironheart.
Okay, I can live with War Machine there too. Sorry, Iron Patriot there.
Okay.
If we go on Iron Patriot there, then War Machine's the next one then.
You think so? See, I think
It's the same fucking suit. Nick.
Yeah, but it doesn't give the same vibes though, man. War Machine is classic.
Yeah, no, I'm still putting it next.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, let me see. So you're putting it below Rescue, below Pepper Potts' suit.
I like that suit.
I mean, I do like that suit. Okay, fine. I guess. I feel like a lot of people are going to be mad about that one. But sure, man. All right, so we're going War Machine. Right above that, I think that's where I'm going to put...
That's where I was putting Ironheart.
You're crazy.
Dude, that suit's okay. It's fine.
It's better than that spot. I think, in my opinion, I think I'm going... You know what? I take it back. I think I'm going Ironmonger, Iron Patriot, the Iron Spider-Man suit.
That was going to be my number one.
You're insane. You're number one?
That's an awesome suit.
Bro, you're crazy. A number one is
Number one.
wild to me. That is wild to me, bro. I go that, then I think I'm going Rescue, Ironheart, War Machine, Hulkbuster.
All right, let me see. I'll say mine. Let me read it, though.
All right, here.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Yep. I'm going Ironmonger,
Okay.
Iron Patriot, War Machine, Ironheart, Rescue, Hulkbuster, Iron Spider-Man suit.
That's crazy to me. The fact that you're putting the Iron Spider-Man suit.
How do you not? It's a cool ass suit.
It is a cool suit, but it's not as cool as the one in the comic books, though.
That's fine. None of these are.
I mean, War Machine's pretty, like, spot on. It's about the same suit. Hulkbuster is a little different, but it's also pretty damn close. But, like, the Iron Spider... Like, to me, I like the comic book version better. One, I like the red and gold color scheme. I like the extra arms that he pretty much has out all the time. Like, he gets them in this suit, but they don't feel the same. He doesn't use them all the time. Like, the other one, he has them out almost all the time. They just look cooler. I don't know. I like the color scheme of that one. I like the way it looks better. This one feels like... I don't know how to describe it. It just doesn't hit the same for me. Like, it's cool or whatever, but it's not like my favorite. It's just all right.
My
But number one...
It's my number one.
That's crazy to me. Number one is crazy, man. Oh, my goodness. I can understand, like, maybe 3, 4... But number one for the Iron Spider-Man suit. Oh my goodness!
Give Spider-Man suit the respect it deserves.
I guess, bro. I don't know. Tell us what you guys think.
Yep.
Where would you put the Iron Spider-Man suit? Number one is just insane to me. But anyway, I think that's it. Is that the show?
That's the show.
So we're gonna end it there because that's crazy.
Got you in all right now.
Yeah, you do. All right. Thanks for listening, guys. We appreciate it. Thanks for, I don't know, what am I going to say? Thanks for hooding up with us this time. We appreciate it. We'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.